I'm Kristen Schimler, and I went vegan 4 months ago. This lifestyle choice can be quite daunting, but you just have to know what vitamins and minerals to incorporate into your diet to make it more healthy. I found that I wasn't doing such a good job on it. I looked at my chronometer report and I found that I was behind in iron, calcium, and vitamin D. And so I went straight to the source. I talked to my friend Liv Mott, a global studies major who turned vegan 6 months ago. A lot of people love to ask like where vegans get their protein. It's not necessarily an issue of how much protein you get, but rather the amount of calories you're eating. You can get so much protein from nuts and seeds and legumes and beans and tofu. I do take a B12 supplement. That's the only supplement I take. Humans can't get B12 from the soil anymore. Usually it would grow on root vegetables, but since our soil is so depleted, it doesn't anymore. Um, you can get a lot of iron through dark leafy vegetables, so spinach, collard greens, broccoli has iron. I know that dark green color is kind of a signal that there's most likely iron, so. Yeah, that's one thing that veganism taught me. Do not fear carbs. So your body runs on glucose. That's what your cells run on. That's their primary source of fuel for all the functioning of every single cell in your body. And glucose is a carb. As you're taking in those carbs, you're just directly feeding those cells with glucose. So your body is getting the most direct form of nutrients. Your body actually runs most efficiently on carbs. If you're thinking of like a food pyramid, definitely on the bottom, what you're going to want to eat the most of is vegetables and fruit. And then next, you're going to want to have your grains and your whole wheats and things like that. And then on top of that is going to be your like heavy protein, so your legumes and your beans, tofu, tempeh, and then on top is going to be your more like fatty oil. Obviously, you want to keep that kind of small. And so, armed with this knowledge, me and my roommate went to my favorite grocery store to see what we could find. Once we got back from the store, I decided to make a couple of meals and incorporate what I learned. So for breakfast, I had this banana smoothie. And in the banana smoothie, I obviously put in bananas, which incorporated fiber, potassium, and vitamin B into my diet. I also poured in milk so I could get that calcium to build strong bones. For lunch, I had this lettuce and potato wrap. And so for the potatoes, I was getting in carbs, vitamin C, and vitamin B. And then in the lettuce, I had incorporated iron and calcium. For dinner, I had a rice bowl. And so with the rice, I was getting in my carbs. And then I also had red peppers, which incorporated vitamin A and vitamin C into my diet. I also threw in some mushrooms to get in vitamin D and folate and iron. And then I threw in beans for some protein also. So just like Liv said, I was getting in all my necessary food groups, like fruit and veggies, whole grains, legumes, and then a little bit of fats.
So this is my chronometer report for the second day, and as you can see, the levels are mostly green rather than yellow and red. So I was getting in all the necessary food groups and essential nutrients and minerals, and I also ate 500 more calories.
So it's not that hard being vegan. You just have to know what foods to pick up at the grocery store to get in all your vitamins and nutrients. And now I know what I need to pick up to incorporate into my diet so that I can live a healthy vegan life.